Boys and girls, welcome to the royal court. I am wearing my crown for a reason. Make sure you listen, you'll find out why. Today we have two letters we get to learn. The first one is little g. Little g starts underneath the dotted line. You slide up, curve around to the left, touch the baseline, close it, bring the tail down, loop to the left, and slide it through. What letter do you see that's hiding, students watching? Atlas?
A.
It's A with a tail, and the tail goes down and to the left side. So let's watch letter G as it moves, and you may trace it in the air. So get that Peter pointer up, and we're ready to go underneath the dotted line. Curve up and touch it. Curve around like you're making an A, which we all know how to do. Then you're closing it, bringing the tail down to the left is where the loop is going to go, and all the way through. Erase what you just wrote in front of you. Now let's go over here. You get to do one with me. Grab the cloud that's above your head, pull it down, stretch it out, and let's make a G together. Use your airplane that's behind your right ear. Here we go. Up to the dotted line, curve around to the baseline, go up and close it, bring your tail down, turn to the left, and slide it out. Throw that cloud up, catch it again. Let's do another one. Here we go. Up to the dotted line, curve to the left. We're going to go up and close it. So now we have an A. Keep pulling, pulling, pulling. Go to the left, and there is your tail and out. Wow, throw that cloud at someone. Whew, it didn't hurt them. It was like a cool breath of air. Now let's look at our next letter. Does it look similar to the G? It does, but there's a big difference. Are you ready? Now remember, you're still in my court, in the castle, so you gotta sit nicely like a king and queen. All right, we're starting in the same place. We're going up to the dotted line for our Q, down to the baseline. We're going to close it. We're going to drag, 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 but now we're going to take the tail to the right and close it on the baseline and slant out. So it looks the same except for the tail, correct? The tail is going to go to the right for the queen because you know in the court the queen is always right. So now let's watch the Q as it slides, and keep remembering the queen is always right. So the tail gets to go to the right side. So first we're going to start off making an A again. Under that dotted line, curving up and around, we're going to close it. Slant down, and we're curving which way, class?
Right.
Very good. And you close it and slant out. So as you're tracing, it's coming out on the baseline. Well done. Now let's go over here. We're going to make a Q together, so you need your crown. Pick up your crown, put it in front of you. Let's use yellow chalk so it will sparkle like gold. All right, so grab your yellow one. Here we go. Let's trace first. Go up to the dotted line, curve to the left, touch the baseline, close it, bring it down, go to the right and close it and slant out. Now turn your crown around, go to the other side. Students watching, you're doing a great job. Now watch carefully. We're going up, draw it with me, or write it with me. Make your A, and you're going to close it, bring the tail down and curve to the right, close it right on the baseline and slant out. Now put your crown on your head, but you can't wiggle or it's going to fall off. Now, you see a big difference between the tails, not just which way they go, Isaac? Did you see that? But when you make the G, it just slants right up. The Q actually comes out and traces the baseline first. Now, who is Q's best friend? Students watching? Layla?
You.
That is correct. So watch carefully. Here's my Q. And which way am I taking the tail, class?
Right.
Trace the baseline. Here's his best friend. And what letter do you think this is, Alana?
Oh.
Very good. And we retrace it because Peter Pan cut off Captain Hook's hook. And there we have the O. That's how you connect those letters carefully. Let me move my paper and show you this word down here. So we have the big quail. Notice the spacing between it. That's what I'm looking for today. that you're putting space between your letters. Now, I have my crown on my head, but look at all the other crowns I have. Oh my goodness. I need to find, Kason, can you get that one for me? I need to find boys and girls who have good spacing on their paper so you can wear a crown like me. Take out your writing paper. So many crowns to share. I'm going to put these two here. All right, you got your paper. You've driven your car up to your garage. Students watching, you have your desk ready to go. All right, let's do our flight check. Remember, posture. All right, nod your head if you have it. Paper slant. Good. Pencil position. Got mommy and daddy in the front, children in the back. All right, it's like the king and queen on the throne and all the servants in the back. And pace yourself. Write your first name. Use that best penmanship that you have that comes from good posture. Be a good example to your friends. Slow and steady, steady and slow. What's this?
The way
Our pencils go. All right, critique your first name. Now, students watching, critiquing, if you remember, is when you look at what you just did and you decide, oh, I did that very well. I touched my lines, but my letters are scrunched. I need to spread them out. Then you work on that. You improve on the next one. All right, let's go ahead to our teacher cards. I like to jump right into those. Let's trace the G, the blue G. Under the dotted line, curve up and touch it, curve around to the baseline, close it. Now make your tail go to the left because it's the G, and you slide out. Now go down to the first row and start tracing, and then I'll talk you through one. Students watching, you will continue with your on-site teacher and do your very best on your paper.